Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're going to be breaking down the NASCAR race at Dover for tomorrow for this weekend on DraftKings. Before we continue though, if you could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that. You can also follow me on Twitter at cpen_16. And anyway, so let's get into this. First of all, I spent all day building this little NASCAR model for you guys. So if you want access to this to view it and stuff, you can drop your email in the comments below and I'll send you an email of the link to the sheet. And we got a bunch of cool stuff on here. So I got, the salaries and all that, average DraftKings points, and I got the practice times coming in, and practice 2 got canceled, so we don't have any of that for practice. But average finish at this track history, at this specific track like Dover, average driver rating, and how they've done over the time. So I put this together this morning, so we'll have this from here on out throughout the season. So I think that'll be a big help. And so you'll have everything in like one spot, so a nice little database for you. And so looking forward to that. Anyway, let's get into this Dover race. I'll go to my targets page here, just so it's more simple. So for this track, we're at Dover International Speedway. It's called the Monster Mile. It's 1 mile in length and it's 400 laps, so we have a lot of Dominator points this weekend. So for some strategy and tips for this racetrack, we have 300 Dominator points available, so it's going to be a lot. So it's going to make Dominators king this week. And practice is very important, so just based off of history, the better you do in practice, the better you do during the race, at this track specifically. And the 10-lap averages are going to be very important, and the long runs like 15 and 20 laps as well. And then we're going to want 2 to 3 Dominators per lineup, and Dover can be a wild race, and we can also have big pile-ups and some crazy wrecks. So there is a little bit more variance, but it's not going to be like a super speedway kind of wreck, but there can be some wrecks too. So for the Dominators, my number 1 is going to be Kyle Larson. He's 8,000, and he's really cheap this week. He's going to be starting 3rd. So first off, the price is just laughable. He's a master at these steep tracks, and his price does not reflect that for some reason. On the right side, this is going to make it easy to fit him in lineups, to get multiple Dominators in our lineups. So I guess we can kind of thank DraftKings for that at least. He has the 3rd highest average finish here with 8.5 in 10 races. And he also has 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s as well. And he has yet to win here, but he has led nearly 500 laps, and I'd look for his bad luck streak to come to an end this week here. He was awesome in practice, leading all drivers in the 10-lap, the 15-lap, and the 20-lap averages. And he also has a driver rating of 108 here, so he's my favorite play of the week, and he's very nicely priced. He's going to let us get some of the Dominators in as well. Then I want to talk about Chase Elliott, 9,800. He's going to be rolling off on the pole. I was really happy he got the pole because he's smashed here so far in a short career with 6 races. He leads all drivers with an average finish of 4.3, and he has 5 top 5s and 1 win in 6 races here. He also has a 107 driver rating here, and I do have some concern with Larson overtaking him early on, as Larson seems to be in a rocket ship this week. And also the pole sitter at Dover has not fared well here recently. So nonetheless, he is great here, and him dominating wouldn't surprise me, but I do have a little bit of concern. Then Martin Truex, 10,200, starting 13th. And he was awesome in practice, being 3rd in the 10-lap and top 5 and top 10 in the 15 and 20 lap as well. He has been really good here too, with an average finish of 6.5 and a driver rating of 114.7. And starting 13th, he's going to give us a little bit of a floor here because he's got some place differential upside as well. And then Kevin Harvick, 11,300, starting 6th. I know he's been really disappointing this year, but it's going to happen at some point. He's going to do good at some point. He has been really good here with an average driver rating of 122, which I believe leads all the drivers, and an average finish of 8.25. In the last 4 races, he does have a win, and he's led around 450 laps. And in practice, he was top 5 in the 10, 15, and 20 lap averages, so we'll just have to hope that translates to the actual race. So for the place differential, I really like Eric Jones, 8,700, starting 15th. He's been really solid here, and he really showed out in practice. He was 2nd in the 10-lap, and he was tops in all the long-run practice speeds. And I think he has top 5 ability this week, and I think he's in an excellent spot at this price point. And then Daniel Suarez, 7,700, starting 14th. He was fast in practice, 6th in the 10-lap, and he has been very good here to start his career so far. He has an average finish of 6.25 and a high finish of 3, and an average driver rating of 92. So he's been very good here, and he's really nicely priced at 7,700, and I think for sure he can top 10. Then Kurt Busch, 8,900, 19th. He's been awesome this season, and he's exceeding all expectations for him, but It hasn't been his best track, but he does have back-to-back top 5s here, and he's been showing out all season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has another good running, but his price is a little up there, so I do prefer the other two guys over him. And then for the cheapos, Ty Dillon, 25th. I wish he was a little farther back, but he's been solid all season. We've kind of been playing him a lot, and he's doing very well. And he has an average finish of 22 here, so I think he could top 20. And he usually stays near the lead lap, so I do like him. Ross Chastain, 6,000, starting 36. Pretty much always starts dead last and always moves up in the low 30s, high 20s, so it always makes him a play, and he has an average finish of 30 here. And David Reagan, starting 24th. I don't like the starting spot, but he's cheap and can usually finish around this spot, so I get it. And then Matt Tifft, I also like. I don't have Matt Tifft listed, which I guess I could add him. But Matt Tifft is in play as well, starting 32nd, so let's just add him. Okay, so we got Matt Tifft on there. So I do like Matt Tifft. And then the fades are going to be Joey Logano, 11,800, starting 5th. He's the second highest priced driver, but he's not been that good here. And he has an average finish of 11 with 0 wins and 6 laps led, and that's in a lot of races. So I have no interest in Joey Logano this week. William Byron starting 2nd. He's not going to pass Elliott, and he's not going to hold off Larson, so you can do the math there. And Alex Bowman, he's just starting way too high in 5th. Alright guys, anyway, that's all I have for the video. The race is tomorrow at 2 p.m., so make sure you guys get your lineups in on time. And if you're going to play UFC tonight, I'd recommend checking out the UFC video, and if you're playing baseball tonight, check out the baseball video. Anyway, if you want the cheat sheet, leave your email in the comments below, and I'll send you that link, and then you can have this to look at. You should be able to view it. And I'll finish doing those rankings at some point. And then, yeah, anyway, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, really appreciate that. Feel free to comment below with any questions. Follow me on Twitter at cpen_16, and good luck today, tomorrow, and whenever.